I'm Dave, and I love to barbecue. But be warned, I'm not your typical backyard chef. Pulled pork, beef brisket, beer can chicken, grilled steaks, hell yeah. But my tastes are diverse, and I'll bet yours are too. Like smoked salmon over homemade fettuccine, or grilled scallops over southern Gouda cheese grits. Welcome to BarbecueMyWay.com. All right, here at BarbecueMyWay.com, we've got out on the smoker some fresh shrimp. 13 count, big old jumbos, and we're smoking that slowly. We're gonna take that, combine it with prosciutto, put it with some very light, nice cream sauce, a cheese sauce, and we're gonna top it on a bed of fresh fettuccine. And I'm gonna show you how to make all this stuff. So let's get started here for a dish that I don't know how to name it because I just made it up, but let's go at it right now. We've got our old trusty Brinkmann smoker. I've got the charcoals ready. Hickory chips that have been totally soaking for about a half an hour. Get the water off of them. This is what's gonna give you all the smoky flavor. So what we do is we start layering the hickory onto the hot coals. And we've added the water, which goes on top of the coals. That's what's going to keep all the shrimp and the salmon that we're going to smoke nice and moist. Just bagged, deveined, and peeled raw shrimp that was frozen. We've let it thaw out. I got the big stuff, the 13 to 15 count. The bigger, the less it'll dry out while we're smoking it. And I've greased down a vegetable saute pan that I use on the grill just to make sure things don't stick. And I just simply dump the shrimp in there, and then we're gonna take it out. All right, we've got the shrimp on, we got the salmon on, that's for later dishes. Love smoked salmon. And we're gonna put the lid on. We're gonna look at probably, I'm guessing about an hour to hour and a half for the shrimp at the very most, and then maybe 3 to 4 hours on the salmon. And then check these things out. I don't know if you guys have seen the ad, these topsy-turvy things. I went ahead and splurged and got a couple, so we got these hung today. Tomato plants. The theory is if they grow like a vine, they grow better and produce more tomatoes. So we'll let you know how that goes. And I got a whole new shipment of hickory wood, courtesy of Tommy McCullough and all of his hard work. All right, we've taken these shrimp off the smoker. I'd say they've been on for probably an hour and a half, and they're probably about 75% cooked. We're gonna finish the rest off in the sauce. We don't want them to get like leather, but man, they've got that nice smoky smell to them. They're gonna be awesome. All right, we've got probably 4 beautiful pieces of prosciutto. Always make sure your knife is sharp. We have probably 4 very nice pieces of prosciutto that we're going to slice into very thin strips to be added to the pasta. All right, now we're going to add about a tablespoon or maybe a tablespoon and a half of olive oil, and we're going to throw in the prosciutto. And this is going to really start to layer the flavors that really that's hopefully going to make this dish unbelievable. I'm sure it will, as a matter of fact. All right, we got the prosciutto cooking. Now we're adding the different varieties of mushrooms. Just keep stirring it and working it so nothing gets overcooked. And you're gonna keep stirring it also to release the fluids that are in the mushrooms. I wish you could smell this. All right, now we're gonna add some wine. It's kind of the starting of the whole sauce, but it also deglazes the pan, brings up all those very nice flavors, and all the alcohol cooks off, so you don't have to worry about that if you're serving it to kids or whatever. So wine, and then the next step is going to be some chicken broth. Probably add about a 1/4 cup of wine, and I'd say another 1/2 cup of chicken broth, and we're gonna cook that down, and we'll be right back with the next step. All right, this is reducing down. It's been about maybe 2 minutes. Now we're adding the nice peas. Gives it that nice green color. And they say you eat food with your eyes to start with, so that's important. So now we're adding some fresh ground cracked pepper. let's say about 1/4 teaspoon. A lot of this is by feel because this is our dish. And if you use it, you have to pay us for it, but maybe we won't charge you, I don't know. Now we're going to add the cream cheese. Now this is kind of a unique way of creating a creamed sauce or a really rich sauce that isn't that bad for you. And it's going to create a very thick, rich sauce as it melts down. And the next step will be adding the shrimp. We've got the fettuccine almost done, and now we're gonna add the smoked shrimp. That's a lot of shrimp, but you know what? What's wrong with shrimp? That cream sauce just smells unbelievable. Remember, the shrimp is almost all the way cooked because we smoked it for probably an hour and a half over about 210 degrees. So it's almost cooked through, and I just wish you could smell the smokiness through the house. Oh, it's gonna be unbelievable. Now, you don't want to overboil this, obviously, because it's shrimp and it'll get tough, but make sure you bring it up to a really light simmer, just so you see a little bit of bubble coming through the sauce, and that's going to warm the shrimp up all the way through and finish cooking it, because remember, it was only about 75% cooked. But this is going to be a keeper. People will be writing about us 100 years from now over this dish. Count on it. All right, now we're going to add a little pecorino romano, and this is we'll use this to top the dish when we eat it, but it also just kind of finishes the thickening process and adds a little bit of a saltiness, nuttiness, great flavor. So we're almost ready to eat, and look at this. It's hard to explain how smoky. I mean, it's not like a normal smoky flavor. It's kind of a sweet smoky flavor. It's like the shrimp and the prosciutto adds a. It's just a different smoky flavor. Now we're going to add some Romano to it, and then we clipped up some fresh parsley. There you go.